In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Japanese yen futures as they're experiencing some heavy selling pressure today. Yen futures trading lower for a second day, and today we're looking at the futures market trading down about 2% currently with heavy volume. Very active trading today in reaction to central bank activity. Now you look at the Japanese yen, we're trading down to the levels from the middle of the summer today, down around that 641 level, so 0.00641, which near the lows of the day as well. And driving factors, a couple things here. Central banks really being the primary driver, though. Yesterday, Fed announcement came across as much more hawkish than what was anticipated, particularly when they indicated there might be fewer rate cuts going into 2025, and that certainly had an impact yesterday in the FX markets as well as the Treasury markets, moving yields significantly higher. Today, Bank of Japan announced their rate policy, and it was viewed as a little bit uncertain as to how they're going to proceed. But I think overall perception is that they're going to remain a little softer or more dovish than what the market had anticipated. And that's having an impact in the yen market, and we're seeing heavy selling pressure in reaction to that announcement. Moving the yen now down to the lows from the summer, as we are now at the lows from mid-July, which also correspond with nearly 34-year lows. So the lows that we saw or experienced, I should say, in the middle of July for the yen was a 34-year low. And with today's price action, we're moving back towards those levels. We're not quite there yet, but we are moving up back to the lowest level in 6 months for the yen. And pressure across the board here when you look at the yen, but also when you look at the British pound under some pressure after their central bank announced rate policy as well. But you're seeing strength in the euro, we're seeing strength in the Canadian dollar, we're seeing strength in the Australian dollar as well. So there is some countering to the heavy selling pressure that the Japanese yen and the British pound are experiencing when you look at the euro and the other majors in the FX quadrant today.